said earlier, every Sunday after service, I would ask him, please, are you seeing change? Are you seeing difference? And he'd be like, yes.
Wow.
There's a lot of difference. There are times when maybe because we work together.
Okay.
There are days where he will do something to me. The me before.
Yeah.
I will say things like, I will curse him. I will say things that,
When you say curse, are you saying like literal?
Yes. Yes. I will say, it will never be well with you.
Really?
Yes, I will say so. I'll always say that. But he will do something to me now. Something in me will just tell me, calm down.
Yeah.
I can maybe just hear your voice.
Yeah.
Calm down. It's okay. It's not that bad. Just chill, wait. And I'll obey. I'll just be calm. I'll just be calm. Then when he now comes to me, I'll start smiling. But inside of me, when I'm alone, I'll be like, did I just let that thing pass?
Yeah.
It's not possible.
I want to go back.
I want to go back. That's, this is not me. This is not me. Me, I will go back. Like, I want to go back. But then I will go back. I will just hear it again. Stop.
Wow.
Stop. Calm down. Go back. It's okay. Relax. Now, is that bad that I don't care who is around? I can fight in your presence.
Before,
not now. I don't care who is available. I don't care. Maybe they are his relatives. You know, they said you just have to, even if you are the shouting type, pretend. I don't know how to pretend. When people are around.
You grew up, yes, like you said, in a very dysfunctional place. Mom was missing. Dad was not available.
Yes.
You dated a guy that was 7 years ahead of you while you were a teenager, which I want to believe that you did that because you sensed that you could be safe.
Yes.
And this guy turned out to, your first experience of love turned out to be someone that was beating you.
Yes.
From your lecture halls to your hostel to everywhere. So it became a normal thing that you expect that you don't even see embarrassment in anything.
No.
Like anything can let people know what's the problem.
Yes. And how funny it sounds, I was so in love.
With who?
With the abuser.
Sorry?
Yes, I was.
The guy that was beating you.
Yes.
You loved him.
Yes, even with the beating. I was.
After the beating, how do you guys usually end?
My favorite drink is Chivita. He will buy me Chivita and chicken. That's my favorite combo.
When he's done beating you.
Yes, he goes to buy
what
that.
Kind of beating are you? No beating is palatable though. What kind are you talking about?
I'm saying the kicking, the punching and the kicking, and then I was explaining that, you know the iron that holds cotton?
Yes.
Yes, he will use it to beat me.
Like wipe
Yes, I'll have swollen body. He beat me to a point that my eyes became blood-clotted and hair was so black. So I was using glasses and then somebody saw me on the street say, you don't go follow person husband. The wife don't beat you. Not knowing that it was the man I was dating that was beating me.
Then he buys you Chivita.
Yes, then he brings, when I'm done crying, he brings Chivita and chicken. And then hugs me and pets me. That he's doing this to correct me. He's doing this because he loves me. He wants me to be better. And then, in fact, after each beating, the love I have for him increases. It was that bad.
Could it be that there are women right now who are suffering the hands of abusers?
Absolutely.
Because there's nowhere to run to.
Yes, absolutely.
And you know, one of the reality of coming from a dysfunctional background is that it takes a good man to know that you have no family to fall back to, and will not use that to take advantage of you being alone. And I want to say a big thank you, first and foremost, to your fiancé. Thank you for being a good man. I just have to say that, because, what you are saying is just so deep. And we cannot tell the number of ladies who are currently going through abuse because the guy feels your family is not treating you any better. You've come a long way.
Yeah.
you've journeyed from bitter to sweet. But there's a part also that I want to ask in respect to your relationship.
Okay.
When people who don't have parental figure that they relate with, father, mother, no relationship, usually it is difficult to relate with in-laws. You know, in some cases, either male or female don't even know how to talk to them. Will miss their calls, no remorse. No. Did you go through that episode?
Yes. I don't like phone calls. Phone calls give me anxiety because I'm not used to people calling to check on me. So when you are calling me too frequently to check on me, I can block your line and tell you that it's network. So it took me time to be able to accept pure love, good love. Even when he came into the picture, I was finding it difficult to love him because he wasn't bringing abuse vibes.
You needed abuse vibe,
yes,
to love.
Yes. So he wasn't bringing it. He was too
means?
cool. He was too calm. He was too good to be true. He was too good that I wanted the pattern I'm used to was trying so much to press a button that maybe will bring that wild. There is nothing I ever did that made him. He has never raised his voice. Sometimes I would be craving for it, but I wasn't getting all of that. So his mom would always call me, not just his mom, to people that are trying to show me love.
Yeah.
I would not take your calls. Wow. I will not take your calls. His mom, sometimes his mom would say, she calls me Ife.
Did I offend Ife?
You said?
Did I offend Ife?
Yes. Did I offend her? Kini Moshe. Hope everything is okay. Then he will tell me that, oh yeah, call her back. I saw the call, but I would say it's a missed call. Because she just wants to say, how are you? Have you eaten? There was a day that we had issues. He had had it to here. And he said he's not doing again. Let's go our separate ways. And
you know, I just want to say something to people who are watching right now. Because this is one aspect that God has graced me in. And I want you to understand that usually when people are coming from a traumatic past, particularly background, if you confront such individuals with confrontations all the time, you lose them. Because life is already that hard. So, and it takes quite a level of effort to break in to the point where you accept it. I mean, this is really deep.
Yeah. The issues in my family was so much that I got tired and I was looking for ways to just kill myself. So I went to the place where we keep medications, and then I packed, maybe the medication I packed can fill up this place. And I was just swallowing. I didn't know what they were for, but I was just swallowing and swallowing and swallowing. I saw different syrups. I drank them, hoping that, okay, maybe I'll just choke, and then my mouth will foam and I would die because I was alone in the house. I swallowed and I was sitting down.
How old were you when you were doing this?
Maybe 8. Yes.
What?
Yes, around 8. So I swallowed them and I just sat. I was happy because I made this because of the Nollywood movies I've watched, that maybe they will just swallow something and they die. So I was very happy. I said, oh, finally, all these pains will be over and I'll go to heaven and meet God. So I took them and I went quietly. I went to sit on a chair and I just sat and I was waiting that I would die. I just sat 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. I didn't feel sick. With the level of medication I swallowed, there was so much.
Wow.
I waited. I was waiting. Maybe I'll cough and choke. I slept and I woke up well. Nothing, no sickness at all. I was so sad and I was heartbroken. I was thinking, okay, what can I do again that I will die? What will I do that I will die? I was just thinking. I said, okay. Now, it was later, years later, I was now like, why did knife not even occur to me? Yeah, years later, I was like, if I badly wanted to die at that age, there was knife. But I don't, at that point, knife did not even occur to me.
Yeah.
Nothing else, just medication, because that was what I was used to seeing in Nollywood that works really fast.
Fast for them.
And I wanted to die without even feeling pains.
Wow.
So I waited and then nothing happened. And I said, okay. And I made a conclusion. I said, well, maybe God just wants me to stay small. So I now told myself, I gave myself a time frame. I said, let me stay small. If I stay from now to this so years and life doesn't get better, I'll just walk on the road and make sure that a vehicle hits me, knocks me down. Wow. So I had that in mind. It was part of my plans. I said, if things do not get better and my dad do not let me leave this house, I will just wait for a day when vehicles are passing. Let me just go so that a car can knock me down, let me die. I had that in mind. Now, that's my first molestation experience at age 8. The second one happened at age 16. No, at age 17. Where, I found solace in speaking with people online. Maybe I was chatting with women, chatting with men, and just telling them what I was going through and all of that. And then I found this guy on Facebook. We got talking and I started calling him uncle. So he was like, wow, you're so smart. You're a young lady. You're smart. I just trusted him. Then it was easy for me to trust anybody. So I trusted him and he was giving me attention. He was always listening to me.
Yeah.
So he was in school. He was in Angba, I think in his final year. When I went to write, I think post-UTME, I don't know which exam I went to write before they admit you into the school.
Post-UTME.
So I went to write that when he invited me to his lodge. So I got there and then sat down and we're talking, blah, blah, blah. So he went to get drinks and biscuit. We ate. And the next thing is this man was trying to have anal sex with me. So I was fighting. No, you can't do that. I was like, no, I should keep quiet. He was trying so hard.
That's very patent.
Yes, he was forcing me. And the only thing I knew I could do, I started praying. To God. He was forcing me. And I've never heard or seen or hear anybody talk about anal sex. So it was even strange to me. So he was forcing his way, and I was praying until I begged him. And I told him, I said, please, if you let me go, God will bless you. Like, I was just saying a lot of things and I was crying. Forced me. His grip on me was so tight and I cried bitterly. So when he heard that my scream was getting so loud, then he gave me the key and then I opened the door and I ran out. So I ran out and about a year or two later, I was having a chat on Facebook with somebody under the comment section. And he came there to say something abusing to me. And then I said, you that goes about trying to rape young girls. And that was how a blogger picked it and said, though I was quite popular in Kogi because of what I was doing, I was into so many things. I was doing a lot of things. I was doing red carpet hosts. I would talk on air. I was very young, but I was doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
So in fact, the pageantry they do for kids, in fact, they made me the head of it. So I was doing a lot of things as a child. So I was popular. So the lady, the blogger, her caption was popular Kogi influencer accuses ... of rape. That thing went viral with my picture. Wow. It went viral in the Kogi social media space. In fact, people called me because I had lots of followers on Facebook.
Wow.
So they started calling me, reaching out to me. This is what they are saying. Am I serious? Do I know what rape allegation is and all of that? That time I was with my abusive boyfriend. He saw that and beat Shege. He beat me. That's me. I'm bringing him to social media. I want the whole world to know about him. Him that is living a quiet life. He beats me. Now people drag me. Now they changed. Now when other blogs carried it, they changed the topic and said -- raped Kogi social media influencer. Yes. So that was what was going around, and it was bad. This guy in question, he too was also popular and he was with the government. He dragged me. He called me names, said I was a flirt. I came to seduce him. Now, his own response went far, very far, that people gave me a bad name. I was the victim. Nobody sided me. Nobody. But my elder brother did. He did. He sided me to some extent. But the narrative that had been passed was, people will come under my comment section. I can be walking on the road. I hear sight of. In fact, when I was in my previous relationship, and we know sometimes you want to post your partner, they will call him on the phone that you are dating that useless girl, that they've raped her front, back, and center. They did the same to him too.
They did?
Yes, they would chat him, they would call him on the phone and tell him that that girl, we know her very well in Kogi, she's a flirt, she does a lot of evil things. So, then this man in question said he was going to sue me, that I lied. I had no defense, nobody to speak for me. In fact, every day he was making different posts about me, describing what I am not. And the people on social media, they picked it. It got so bad that down until 3 years ago, when you type my name on Google, that's what comes up. Yes, that's what comes up when you type my name on Google. So he also paid some bloggers. In fact, they all changed the story. So it was later I learned that maybe he paid bloggers and then they twisted the whole thing. I never even said you did. My comment was, you that goes about trying to rape young people, and they changed the narrative. It was terrible. For days, I couldn't come online. I was crying. It's easy saying it, but no, I went through hell. People shamed me. People abused me. They said I was a liar, that I was just looking for money from him. Guess what? I was 18 years old at the time.
Wow.
Yes, it was a lot. I'm sure my even those that were my friends would want to believe him. He's a very good writer. The story he placed out there was so sweet that even me, I started to believe that I went there to seduce him.
Wow.
But sometimes
Wow.
I would just think about it. I would say, no, that's wrong. I will not accept that. It's not true.
And that's quite common with abusers. They have a way of making the victim
look
like the one who caused
He was a serious manipulator. He manipulated everybody to believe. In fact, people started telling him, so sorry. We are sorry that this young girl could do this to you, to spoil your reputation. In fact, people started making posts apologizing to him publicly. People were apologizing publicly. So each time a rape accusation comes up on social media, people around me will be surprised when I always support the victim, whether it's an accusation or we have evidence or not, because usually there's no evidence for it. So when I'm supporting
there's
abuser,
usually no evidence for it.
So each time I try to support the victim, people will be looking at me like, you can spoil people's reputation. I'm like, I've been there and I know what I'm saying. This guy twisted the whole story. Everybody, down to people close to me that will feed together, they believed this guy. So it damaged me and it broke me. That's why I was trying to explain that the kind of tears and that I've dropped
in this life.
Yes, I cry to bed. I wake up crying. I'm eating and I'm crying. I'm sleeping, I'm crying. I'm bathing, I'm crying. I constantly cry. So